passing of a great rabbi, Rabbi Shalom Shmueli, one of the great Persian rabbis from Yazd, who lived in Israel in recent times. He was a famous Makubal. Also, he was one of the students of Rabbi Mordechai Shar'abi, one of the great rabbis. He was actually the Rosh Yeshiva of the famous yeshiva Nahar Shalom in Jerusalem, a really, really great one. And he was actually nicknamed, he got the nickname towards the end of his life, the Zakena Mekubalim. This is Rabbi Shalom Shmueli Z'tl. He passed away on Chaf Gimel Sivan this year, on 29th of June in 2024. He was actually lived a long life. He lived around 106 years. He was born in the year 1918 in Yazd. He was born in Yazd. Was a very great Jewish community in the area of Yazd, also, which we have to point out. And he was brought to Israel while he was younger, and moved there at the time. And he was a student of the famous Rabbi Mordechai Shar'abi. He himself we spoke about, and it was his Hilula in the month of Cheshvan. We did a video about 20 months ago within the great Rabbi Mordechai Shar'abi. He happened to be a great Mukubal and the Rosh Yeshiva of the Nahar Shalom Yeshiva. It's very, very interesting. He was a hidden tzaddik who worked as a cobbler, actually, on Rehov Agrippas in Jerusalem. He often stopped his work to learn Kabbalah, but if anyone entered the store, he would quickly hide the book that he was studying. They say actually the Rabbi Ovadia Yosef and the famous Belzer Rebbe had a close connection with him and would visit him to learn Kabbalah. It's actually interesting that despite his great stature in Kabbalah, Rabbi Shmueli was extremely humble and didn't like to receive honors in general. Many people want to honor him very much so. His son, Rabbi Benayahu Shmueli, is currently the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Mekubalim Nahar Shalom, which is based in Machane Yehuda neighborhood of Jerusalem. His funeral itself took place, I believe, at the Yeshivat Porat Yosef in Jerusalem, and he was buried in the Sanhedria cemetery. Also, that this actually took place on the Motzei Shabbat after, I believe, on either Chaf Gimel Sivan or Chaf Dal Sivan. I'll have to double check. He was one of the great rabbis over there. He was also Shliach Tzibur and would blow the shofar also inside the yeshiva. He got a very, very prominent position inside the yeshiva itself. He really was teaching throughout the day. Let's fill out of the Kabbanot. Also, for many years, he actually taught Musar also inside the yeshiva, and the Sefer Zohar also, and I believe the Sefer Etz Chaim also, which has to be pointed out also. Through his family, we spoke about his son, Rav Shmuel, actually, I think, founded the Mostot called the Or Yisrael. Another one of his sons, who we just mentioned about, Rabbi Benyahu Shmueli, is obviously currently, I think, the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Nahar Shalom. Another one of his sons, Rav Meir David, is the Rosh Yeshivat Chazon Mordechai. I think this is based in Herzliya. Also, he's a Makubal. Also, very, very great rabbi. Also, I think one of his chatans is a Makubal, Arab Yosef Amzaleg, who has also a very prominent position in the Yeshivat Nahar Shalom. Also has to be pointed out. Also, it's actually interesting. He had many other great Talmidim of his, includes Rabbi Yaakov Ades, another famous rabbi who we've spoken about before. He is, I think, he was born in the year 1964. And he's a famous Mukubal himself. He's the author, I think, of the book, the Divrei Yaakov. He was one of his Talmidim. Also, Rav David HaKohen, also Rav Yehuda Deutsch, also, who is a very great rabbi, and Rabbi Chaim Schein, also, I believe, also is one of his Talmidim, also. And a lot more can be said about him. Also, he was especially learning during his time period with Rav Yitzchar Dov Rokach, also at his point in time. His wife's name is Rabbanit Shulamit Rachel. Also, his father was Rav Shmuel, and his mother was Rabbanit Rachel. Also, and had many, many great descendants. And please don't forget to light candles. It's going to be Shloshim over here this week. One of the great Persian rabbis. We've actually spoken about a few Persian rabbis over the last 2 weeks. We spoke about 2 Mashadi rabbis on the Hilula, Rav Akla, also, and Rav Mashiach, also, this was recently. And please don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. Our Rabbi Shalom Shmueli Z'tl. Wishing you all a great day, and take care.